Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to unpack a quirky little habit that, let's be honest, pretty much every single one of us has done at some point. We are talking about the psychology of listening to the exact same song on repeat. We're going to look really closely at why we obsessively loop our absolute favorite tracks. And spoiler alert, the science behind it goes way, way beyond just having a catchy tune stuck in your head. So let's just dive right in. Section 1, the song loop phenomenon. Have you ever found a song you just absolutely love and played it dozens of times in a row until you practically couldn't stand it anymore? Come on, you can admit it. You find that one magical track, you hit play, the song ends, and bam, you immediately hit replay. You do it on your morning commute, you do it while you're working, you just loop it and loop it with this crazy fast, almost obsessive energy until suddenly you've completely worn the song out. We all know that exact feeling, right? But what is actually happening inside our brains when we do this? Like, why do we have this intense, undeniable drive to just hit repeat over and over again?
Which brings us to Section 2, repetitive auditory stimulation.
So the formal clinical term for this behavior is repetitive auditory stimulation. Basically, it's defined as listening to the same audio repeatedly to provide emotional regulation and a sense of control. Now, I want you to really think about those two key phrases for a second. Emotional regulation and a sense of control. This whole obsessive looping thing, it isn't just some random quirky habit. It's actually a highly effective psychological tool. You see, when the world outside feels totally overwhelming or chaotic, we unconsciously use the repetition of a specific audio track to regulate our internal emotions. By knowing exactly how the song starts, exactly when that huge chorus hits, and exactly how the outro fades away, we are actively asserting a really profound sense of control over our immediate environment.
Moving on to Section 3, the clean house analogy. Now, at first glance, keeping a house clean and listening to familiar music seem totally, absolutely unrelated, right? But psychologically speaking, they actually serve the exact same function. Think about it. When you clean your house, you're taking a messy, chaotic physical space and creating a sense of order out of it. Well, when you listen to familiar music on repeat, you're doing the exact same thing, except you're doing it for your mind. Both of these activities are active strategies that we use to manage whatever is going on inside of us.
The absolutely crucial point here is managing internal stress. Just like a perfectly tidy room brings external order and makes you physically sigh with relief when you walk through the front door, looping a familiar song brings that exact same much-needed order to our internal state. The whole act of cleaning the house is basically a physical manifestation of managing internal stress. And repetitive auditory stimulation, well, that's just the sonic version of that exact same stress management. You are literally organizing your internal environment by leaning on an external repeating pattern.
And that perfectly sets up Section 4, calming the nervous system.
Okay, so this process happens in 3 very clear steps. Step 1, you put the song on repeat. Step 2, this action creates a predictable emotional environment. And step 3, this predictable environment calms the nervous system. This is the exact psychological chain reaction taking place right inside your body. It's a highly logical, step-by-step biological payoff. You start with the incredibly simple action of looping the track, you build this sort of invisible, emotionally safe space all around yourself, and your nervous system responds by just lowering its defenses, letting go of the stress, and finally, finding calm.
The real power here lies in creating that predictable emotional environment. I mean, let's face it, life is inherently unpredictable. Our days are just packed with unexpected challenges, random surprises, and a whole lot of stress. But when you are inside the loop of that one specific song, there are 0 surprises. None. You know every single lyric, every drum beat, every little chord progression. It is a completely 100% predictable emotional environment. And honestly, understanding this completely validates your listening behavior. It's not weird, it's not annoying. Actually, it's a fundamentally healthy coping mechanism that your brain uses to find stability and calm when things start to feel a little out of control. So all of this leads me to one final thought for you. What song are you currently using to calm your nervous system? Because we all have one in rotation right now, for sure. Maybe it's a track you've already played 10 times just today. Well, now you know exactly why you're doing it. You're regulating your emotions, you're claiming a much-needed sense of control, you're managing your internal stress, and you are building a completely predictable environment just for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this helps you understand your own mind just a little bit better. See you next time.